Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with the next part of the Pokemon Spotlight. This time we are showcasing Primal Kyogre. Now Primal Kyogre is one of the better wall breakers in the tier. Being able to run either fully special and obviously having its water type attacks boosted by its Primordial C, as well as having Thunder be accurate and just good coverage in Bolt Beam water. It can run mixed because of its high base attack and access to liquidation. Earthquake is actually pretty cool too because it allows it to 2-hit KO Groudon with Stealth Rock, which is really nice. Obviously Groudon shuts it down, and it has such great speed def and good bulk that it can function as a rest talk user, switching in on Pokemon like a Veltal, support Arceus. Honestly, the biggest drawback is the fact that Primal Groudon is in the tier. Honestly, if Primal Groudon wasn't in this tier, this thing would be broken. But it's also pretty hard to fit it on a team as a designated check to something. Like as if I wanted it as a check to Salamence, like why use Primal Kyogre over, you know, Arceus Fairy or things like that, Arceus Water, which has reliable recovery and recover. But yeah, really strong attacker, and yeah, let's just look for a game. I'm using this first team by Paralos, and it has mixed Kyogre with Ingrain Z Xerneas, as well as Scarf Veltal. We also have a Stealth Rock, Judgment, obviously Arceus Fairy, with Rock Polish, Weakness Polish, and the Necrozma Dust Main. Then we have Defog Flygon, which I think is pretty cool. Flygon walls, Groudon sets, I hope. I'm hoping this thing isn't 2-hit KO by Specs Eruption, but I'm pretty positive it will be. Specs Eruption, what the hell? Of course, anything will be 2-hit KO by Specs Eruption, man, from Primal Groudon. Yo, shout out to Mix and Mega actually banning that thing, giving it an item. But yeah, I think Flygon's pretty cool. It actually had a Dex entry back in Gen 6, and let's just see what we can do here. So, Hey man, have fun. Kyogre. I actually like dude, he has like 3 Focus Sash leads. Excadrill, Deoxys, and this. Primal. I didn't do Primal Kyogre yet. Yeah. Have fun. Okay, so I'm trying to think about this. Like, I'm pretty weak to. He doesn't have a Xerneas on. Okay. He's gonna lead off with Excadrill or Gren. How about that Specs Tower? It's Flames. I'm just gonna lead Kyogre. Just liquidate. Yeah. I don't see a reason not to. No Ice Beam here. As he goes for Toxic. I do have the Earthquake. I don't want to reveal it just yet, but I want to just get rid of Excadrill. I think Kyogre's job in this game is going to be to weaken the Groudon so I don't lose to it straight up. Goes Gren, which I don't mind too much. He's probably going to get up a Spike, so I'm actually going to go for Liquidation. Just off an Ice Beam here as well. That'll hit Groudon, and basically I'm just trying to get not any of them set up. So Kyogre's role in this game is just to weaken everything, I think. Groudon comes out with Earthquake that as well, as he doubles out into Deoxys right there. I think anticipating me to go Flygon, and if he wants to go for a Psycho Boost, I mean, this thing already did its job, right? Like, it got rid of Deoxys Focus. I told you I had 3 Focus Sashes, by the way. It got rid of the Deoxys Focus Sash. Go for Foul Play. Foul Play stops something like Salamence from setting up directly on me. I still do have Arceus Fairy in the back, of course, and it also stops Groudon from, I think, straight up setting up on me. Now, unfortunately, Groudon does run special nowadays. Kind of lame in that regard. I think that Xerneas can live a hit because I'm max defense. Oh god, as I'm taking those hazards, and if I'm fearing Double Edge, I'm not even sure. Like, look at how much that did. My goodness. 48%, guys. 48. Goodbye. Thankfully, we can go Arceus Fairy now, though, and just click Judgment. I'm a little bit worried about that Arceus type because I'm thinking it's E-Killer, or at least Ghost. If I Toxicate, it deals with the double, which is great that he went Arceus. I'm happy it went Arceus right there. If I Judgment right here, this will put him with the poison in the KO range, I think. I'm just trying to think of how to not lose to Salamence. He could be Z as well. I know he keeps doubling because that means he definitely can't touch Flygon. That's like a fact. Okay, he'll go down with this. I don't think I'll go down with this either. Yeah, so he'll go down with Poison, which is great. We get rid of Arceus. If he wants to go Groudon, I'm trying to think how I don't lose to this. I think Toxicking is honestly my best play, as opposed to going hard Flygon. As he Rock Polishes up. Let's get up rocks. I want to make sure that the Mence is in range of my Yveltal. Yes. Yes, I do. I'm honestly thinking of this is going to lose me. I honestly think I'm going to die to this attack, guys. I'm going to be completely honest. Yep. I knew it would encounter it. But I click Foul Play now and I think I win. Because he outspeeds me. He should outspeed me. But that cannot knock out my... Salamence cannot knock me out. I just go for Sunsteel Strike because I'm max attack. He shouldn't be able to knock me out +1 either. But... I mean, I couldn't, yeah. Good game, dude. I couldn't switch at that point because I knew Flygon wasn't going to be walling Groudon. Flygon walled Groudon back in the day when it didn't run Dual Dance, when it was only Spadef Groudon, when the only thing it ran was Lava Plume. That's the only time Flygon walled Groudon. But I mean, at least we got to see Mixed Kyogre breaking through a little bit. Obviously, he would have played, had I had Ice Beam and if I was confident with 2 KO Extra Drill, which I wasn't, because I had no investment. Had Ice Beam been able to 2 KO Extra, I would have went for that. I probably would have been able to get off damage on it, but as you can see, I had to do what I had to do to prevent him from sweeping me. But Felix passes another team. Felix passes another team. This one is Combine Kyogre. Combine 3 attacks Kyogre. Look at these EV spreads. I love them. With ICMZ Kyurem, I think this is supposed to break through Groudon, as well as a special attacking Groudon right here. Mixed Groudon. With Magearna, with Thunder Wave, I like that. But no Pain Split. But we do have Healing Wish on Skyman. I'm about to say yeah. And then we have Defog, Judgment, Arceus, Ground. With Ice Beam. This will be interesting. Thunder Wave, I've always wanted to test Thunder Wave on Magearna, but when you think about Pokemon that switch into this, specifically Primal Groudon, but it does stop like this mon from setting up, which I like a lot. Alright, so really Kyurem White because it kind of claims a kill. He does have a Primal Kyogre of his own, which is pretty cool. My own Primal Kyogre is decent in this. Arceus Ground helps me wall Marshadow to an extent, not really. I love Kyurem White though. Like, he doesn't kill it in one hit, which is why I love it. Please Groudon. I'm going to click Sub-Zero Slammer regardless of the Kyogre more than likely coming in or the Necrozma Dusk main. I want to weaken it for my own. And either way, this is damage for... Like, I know Kyogre's coming in. Arceus Fairy is coming in. This is going to hurt. That's some good damage. Not really. Yeah, I knew I'd live too. I think it was in my best interest to stay in an attack. Because, well, again, I always say this. Go for a nice move, has a chance to freeze. But the fact that Arceus Fairy, I don't deal with that well at all. I'm glad it's gone. So I'll definitely take Kyurem White as a way of dealing with those. I don't want to switch into this mon either, so I'll let him knock me out. Is he not Life Orb? Looks like he is not. God, switching into Kyogre is going to be a pain. Yeah. We'll just click Judgment with our Arceus Ground right here. Look at my Eevee. I'm assuming Yveltal's going to want to come out, but... Like, that was the reason why I didn't go Groudon right there, by the way, because if this Pokemon came in, it was going to be a giant threat. And if it's Earthquake, it's a giant threat anyway. But at least I can use Groudon as a pivot to get up rocks to break potential Focus Sashes. He does have another Defogger and a Yveltal. I'm getting, like, really excited. You can tell by, like, me talking. How much speed you running, bro? shoot. I need a rocks. Yeah, this thing is a threat, man. I don't know how to... I couldn't switch into Marshadow. I Calm Minded because Groudon looked like the most likely play, assuming he's defensive. Or assuming he's not as much speed as me, I should be able to 2-KO him, or at least like 50%. If it's Spadef, I'm gonna do like 40 something. My boy's Team Manaphy, I like it. Love Manaphy. So the great thing about my my Magearna in this game is that it makes it so I don't lose to Veltal, which I very much like. But I mean, it's looking like I'm gonna lose to. If he gives me Kyogre, I can win with Arceus Ground. Like Arceus Ground is really good. And Scarf Skyman is nice in the end game if it is an Ultra Necrozma. Why? I guess just to Thunder me and Paralyze me? Nope, doesn't. So, great. Gives me Kyogre. Awesome. So, Arceus Ground can do it. Marshadow is more than likely Focus Sash, but it has to go for a Z move to knock me out. Spectral Thief is not going to knock me out at all. And this is going to hurt. This might actually knock him out regardless, which is why it's in my best interest to stay in and click it. Worth it. 1000% worth it. Hell yeah, that was worth. Nice, I can easily just go out to Arceus. I'll take it. Kyogre did his job. It got rid of 2 Pokemon. It got rid of 3 Pokemon that were going to be giant threats to me. Especially with a Veltal coming in and getting crit right there. So that crit actually means that the next Ice Beam might just knock him out. And this mod is just a giant threat in general. So, like the fact that Kyogre was able to get rid of opposing Kyogre and Marshadow is down to 1 hit, basically from any mon, I'm good. Crit's a little bit unfortunate for my opponent. It might be Scarf of Veltal, he might go for U-turn, which I think would be a misplay. U-turning out to Groudon, because if it's offensive Groudon, Ice Beam... Well, if it's speedy Groudon with Eruption, I'm in a bad situation. Oh god, I think it's speedy too. Nice. Okay, thankfully it wasn't that speedy. So, we got rid of that. Arceus Ground is still hella in a good position. And we'll just Judgment this, even if it's weakness policy. It shouldn't be able to knock me out in 1 hit. No way. From full, hell no. Yep. And at this point, I think that I win the game by clicking Flare Cannon like once. I'll let him knock me out. Go ahead and Dark Pulse me. I mean, I guess Flare Cannon twice, technically. Why would I not Thunder Wave here? He can't win. He can't win. I have this at full HP, so just click Flash Cannon. I couldn't miss at that point. Good game. So Kyogre's role in this game, and then Flash Cannon knocks him out because of the Soul Heart boost. So Kyogre's role in this game was to get rid of his own Kyogre because, like I said, Arceus Ground was a huge threat. Once Kyurem White got rid of Arceus Fairy, that's why I stayed in right there too, because if he recovered, at least it gave me an opportunity to potentially freeze him. I'm serious about that. I'm going for my odds, but also like if he Judgmented, I would live it. Because I'm Kyurem White. Don't kill Ubers from full, man. Alright, a great Donut passed me a team as well. I like this team. This team looks really cool. Like I love the way it looks. But Calm Mind Ogre, now I'm not a big fan of this set. But it's good versus like Toxic, Groudons and whatnot. I'm just not a big fan, I think, of it. But with T-Spikes, I like it a lot. We have Geomancy Xerneas, same Groudon as before. So we're actually really weak to opposing Mix Ogre. A Mega Metagross, which is pretty fun. I think that's Defensive Ho. Defensive Ho with Defog, no Brave Bird, and Ultra Necrozma with Brick Break. What's Brick Break hit? Blizzy? I guess. I got Kyogre fan. Nah, Primal Ogre. Have fun, man. I don't know if I can... I like Ultra Necrozma a lot. I wish we were Calm Mind instead of Brick Break. Man, he's gonna lead off with this Mon and just click Glare versus something. I'm leading Mega Metagross. Its job in this game is actually nothing. I can see him U-turning and Toxicing if he has it. Goes for the Dark Pulse. Recover first is my best play. I mean, he can easily go for another Dark Pulse and try and flinch me. What is that, Modest Life Orb? I can Toxic here. As he goes, Zygarde. Nice, and we do manage to land. Great. So, I'm assuming he's going to go for Glare. Do I have Aromatherapy on anything? Nope. Metagross can actually live a hit, so I'm okay with him glaring me. I'm gonna Mega Evolve and go for Toxic, expecting Ho to want to come out. Please, land. Thank you. Sweet. Sweet. Toxic of your own. Sacred Fire. I think getting up Rocks or Groudon is a good play. He does have Defoggers, obviously this and the Arceus type. That doesn't do that much. I want to click. I don't have Rock Move on this one. So, looks like it's Arceus Ground. Is he physical? Because I want a Toxic here, but I don't want him. I'm Toxic. Like I'm trying to rack up. I'm trying to put it so I can win this game. Kyogre is way too easy of a switching for me. I mean, excuse me, Ho. So the great thing about this is he's probably gonna go Zygarde. Wait, what? Why would you stay in ever? Oh, okay, good. I'm okay with that. I'm definitely okay with that because this is gonna knock him out. So he gives me a Belt. I get the freeze on a Veltal though. Sorry about that. I mean, but that was a roll too. And I'm gonna take advantage. Typically I wouldn't. If this was a tournament game, I actually would have hard switched out. But I am completely fine with a Veltal going down right there. Groudon's a problem. For sure. Ho comes out. What is it? Bandit Ho? It can Earthquake right here, but I'll get in Metagross. I'm assuming it's not. Is that Bandit Ho? Or Scarf? Like, what is that item? Which is Ice Punch right now? Yeah, probably. I actually hope I get fully paralyzed. Yeah, he doesn't switch in that well to this. I expected him to go into Cosmodust main, which is why I went out into Groudon right here. And that'll potentially give me rocks. I think this might be support actually based on his team. Because it's Bandit Ho, so I think he's a little bit weak to... Exactly. I think he's a little bit weak to... to Xerneas, so I'm actually going to keep Groudon alive too. Metagross is always a good mid-ground. And that just gives me right back on the Groudon. Like the fact that I have that thing on a timer is really nice. Oh, threat and a half. Sack Metagross right here. I'm not going Ho. Go ahead and knock me out, my man. I'll take it. If you want to give me this, I'll take it too. If he wants the Brave Bird here. My Ho eats. Is he not? What is his set? He might double Toxic, but like, yeah, what is your set, dude? I'm gonna go Groudon, expecting him to want to go into Cosmo. As he goes, Ho. Don't mind as long as you give me this. Thank you. Go and give me an overheat on this Arceus ground. Hey, so rocks are here to stay. Perfect. And that doesn't matter either, because I keep my rocks up. So, because I go down to poison, I'm actually half tempted to attack right here, but I don't think it makes a difference. Because I know he's going to switch, but actually, it's in my best interest to keep killing Stealth Rock. I'm assuming it's is this Scarf? Like, what is this? Is it Banded? I wasn't even looking at the damage, man, at all. But the fact that I go down here and he has no switch-ins, I get a kill with my, I get a kill with my... I want to say Kyogre just gets a KO. I don't care if he gets a Brox. I'm actually not going to let him double out into Ho-Oh. I'm going to Origin Pulse. I don't want him doubling out to Ho-Oh. I think it was worth it. Yep. I couldn't let him double out to Ho-Oh. This actually won't be able to knock him out, unfortunately, because I didn't Ice Beam him. I think I still have this. I want to say I still have this. Because it is Scarf Ho, right? It's being played like it's Scarf Ho. Ooh, okay, so I go right back out into Ultra Necrozma. It's being played like it's Scarf Ho. So I go right back out into Ultra Necrozma right here. He sacks that. If he gives me this attack on him, I think I win the game with Xerneas. So this is why I think this is my play. Doubling back out on this, and I have the Neuro for my ability, excuse me. I think my ability will help me win this. It's an Expert Belt boost. If I had Calm Mind, man, I would have for sure Calm Minded up on the whole sack. Like 100%, man. I should have Ice Beam Ground on. I would have taken no damage. Like, this is definitely knocking out Ho. This is the only thing stopping me from... Oh, that is some damage! Is it? Ah. Did you calc Neuro Force? Weird. Was he Glare on that, Zygarde? What? That makes no sense. Thanks for telling me your max HP, by the way. Me either. Do I lose here or do I win? Oh! Showdown hasn't put that. I'm thinking about doubling right here. Yeah, because I knew Ho was coming out. Yeah. Wait, what? Okay, I don't know. I just recover here. I don't know if he wins even if he doubles. Nah. He said he's max HP. I'm gonna calc my Xerneas Focus Blast versus that. $33 to $39. Wait, for real? Why does this do so much? Jesus Christ. I think it's okay if he 1,000 arrows here because I'll obviously live it. He's gonna double now, but he should double now. But do I win if I Geomancy? That's just because I want to know how fast I am. If he's max HP, he doesn't have that much speed. How fast is a paralyzed Xerneas? I'm 1 something, right? He's gonna double. He didn't double. I got it. If I click Focus Blast here, I think I win. Might as well. I'll go for it. I'll go for it. I know I'm paralyzed. I know I has a chance to miss, but if I hit it, I win. Perfect. No. Good game. Thank you. Hey, Kyogre fan was #1 on the ladder, by the way. Sacks. I wouldn't have made that play if you didn't tell it, but nice. I was able to win with that one, which is fire. I think, like I said, I don't know if Kyogre fan was #1 on the ladder still, but there was a point where Kyogre fan was #1 on the ladder. Last but not least, Hyper Jolt's passed me a team. That was a great game. With Combine 3 attacks Ogre. With Dragon 1,000 arrows. I hate this set so much. Like I thought it was so much better earlier on in the metagame, but it hasn't done much. Not it is, but I understand what it is because the team doesn't switch in well to Groudon. This is the Groudon answer, obviously. But like I don't know, it hasn't done as much for me as I've used it. We have a Shadow Sneaking Aegislash. I understand Mega Gengar is annoying. So is Ultra Necrozma, to be fair. Man, no. Nah. I'm going Shadow Ball, man. I am going Shadow Ball. So, like, in that game, like, if had I known my speed and had I known his speed, because I don't know how much speed he was running on that, just because he was max speed doesn't mean he was max attack, right? It could have been some speed. And maybe he wasn't as much HP as he thought. I'm not 100% sure. Things are going well, though. I'm enjoying these Kyogre teams. Kyogre not putting in the most work, but, I mean, how many Primal Groudons have we fought? And to be fair, Primal Groudon's like, what, 90% of teams? What's the Primal Groudon? How do you look this up? Is it .usage Primal Groudon? I want to put .usage. Where's my Showdown commands? Like, / commands. Learn, calc, ignore, rating, whoish, groups, fact, research, other meta, learn. I don't see usage. Oh. No, /data is the same as /DT, Primal Groudon, right? Item search, deck search. Let's see if this does anything. I want to read this. Search. Yo, how did these guys have a name, man? Is Groudon Primal? But I can't. I already know those stats, though. You sure this thing doesn't evolve? How do I see? Stephen Hawking sent out Weeping Bell. Let me get out of here. What should I send out? Get out. This is bad for my health. Get the hell out of here. All right, we got a game. Ugh, I hate webs as the last one. Why? I mean, I'm. Solomon's job in this game. Honestly, let me weaken that men's. Let me weaken this Smeargle. I was trying to think about ways like to break through him. I have to keep my Zygarde healthy so I can take on Necrozma as well as, and if that's Ultra Necrozma, that's a threat. This boy just completely disregarded the fact that I have. There's a Salamence on the field. He's like, nah, I want my sticky web and I want them now. I'm okay with that. I'm faster than Palkia. We'll go right out to Primal Kyogre. +2 Photon Geyser might actually Oko me. Actually, it should Oko me. What if he reverts? Would he be that one? Okay, so I want to use the fact that he has all these dragons to keep in mind that this is Ultra Necrozma. I think it's Ultra Necrozma, so I play Ice Beam there. I'm going to die anyway. I can't beat this mon. Like, he's going to throw off his Z move and I'm going to drop. Salamence is rolling this game. Ground roll makes it so I don't lose to that Palkia. I'm throw off his Z move versus me. I'm pretty sure this is Ultra Necrozma, man. Because he has 4 of the dragons. Yeah, I didn't want to stay in because I would not have taken that well. My Groudon dropped. It was a crit, but I'm pretty sure I would have dropped anyway. Alright, time to Dragon Tail. Can you just get me Father Form so I can just keep... The thing is, his Palkia is going to wreck me anyway. Pretty easily. But this will thankfully give me my my Father Form. Land. Sick. And maybe I might just be able to stay in with this mon and do this the entire time. The presence of many. Not bad. Nice friendship. He could easily go for a fire move here if he wants to. Doesn't have a good Shadow Ball switching though. Drops a Draco. Nice. Like I said, he doesn't have a good Shadow Ball switching. I like how my Gyro Ball is actually stronger. I mean, even if he Nasty Plus again, in my form, I'll take it. So, I'll definitely take going for the Shadow Ball there and knocking out Naganadel. Arceus Fairy pressures his entire team. He should Nasty Plot up again. I feel like he would. What a beast. He won't knock me out with Fire Blast, though. In fact, Fire Blast is going to land over here. Getting ready for the sun, bro. I'm in DR at this point. Alright, get this thing out of here. Get this monster out of here, man. So if he goes Palkia, I let him knock me out. If he goes Rayquaza, I attack him with Gyro Ball. I think I can go Arceus Fairy and just attack, but I want to get rid of... His Double Edge is going to hurt so much. I have to defog so I can later wall Palkia, or beat Palkia. So I literally have to defog. Yeah, even though I just barely lived that, right? I had to defog right there. Because I think if I knocked him out, I would still lose to Palkia. At least in this case, I have a chance of beating Palkia. So I sack Aegislash. Hopefully he doesn't Dragon Nest again. Nice, he Earthquakes. This will live, I hope. This will live, actually. And Dragon Tail should knock him out. Yup. Land. Thank you, buddy. Alright, so we get rid of Salamence. Nice. I still have Arceus Fairy, and he still has his entire team. And this thing is healthy. That's, like, really bad. Keeping you alive makes a lot of sense, so we'll just go out into our Salamence here. You could Hydro Pump. I think I would. So I think right here what we do is... Do we lose? I have to recover, but I'm pretty sure Hydro Pump knocks me out anyway. Recovering means I beat Is it Sash Ray? Why'd you go hard Ray? I guess he went Ray because it dealt with a double out into my Zygarde-Complete form. I really wish I had Will-O-Wisp. And I was unable to knock him out, so that's game anyway. Alright, I tried. Maybe with Wisp I could have done it. Good game. Alright, we're gonna end there though. Not a big. I don't feel like getting another one. I mean, what did Ogre do in this game? It dropped. Didn't it? Yeah, everything was dropping. I was really weak to, like I said, that's why I'm not a big fan of this set, because while passively it can, like you said, as you guys saw, it can take on something like Ultra, Necrozma main and whatnot, but it's not, for the most part, it's not the best at the moment. I'd rather use Dragon Edge Glare. Like Glare would have been really helpful there because, you know, a para could be the difference between a win and a lose, or win and a loss. Another play I could have made differently was obviously expect him to Nasus plot and go for another Shadow Ball, but if I got that wrong, I actually just flat out lost on the spot. Yeah, because I would have to go Arceus Fairy. He would Sludge Wave me, which would not knock me out because he would be a neutral only. But I would have to knock him out, and I would not be able to get rid of the hazards, and Palkia could win if it connected all its moves. And that was just a tough one, I think, in general. But I do hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends.